everyone. It is right at 9 o'clock. I'm Judge Eric Moore. This is the Orca status calendar and the Orca compliance calendar this morning. Let's see, Mr. Glanville, do we have everyone in on the Zoom call?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Let's see, if you are on the Zoom call this morning, please treat yourselves as if you are actually in court with me. That means you need to find a quiet place to speak with me. You should not be driving a vehicle. If you're at work, please find a quiet place to address the court. I don't want you moving around, eating any food or anything of that nature. If you are a defendant in a case, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We do have public defenders that are in court with me this morning and that are on the Zoom call. If you have not applied for the services of a public defender and do not have a private attorney and would like to seek the assistance of the public defender today, we're happy to give you that opportunity. Let's see, Ms. Helen, are you on the line with me?
Good morning, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Helen. Would you advise people if they wish to seek the services of a public defender, how they can go about doing that this morning?
Yes, Your Honor. If anyone here would like to apply for the services of the Public Defender's Office, put your first and last name in the chat, as well as your phone number. And at the very end of the call of the calendar, a public defender will be reaching out to you to see if you qualify for our services. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. Helen. Let's see. We also have solicitors that are on the line with us and that are here in person. If you are not represented, or if you are represented and would like to speak with the solicitor today to see if you can resolve the matter or to see what their offers would be to you to resolve the matters, we're happy to give you that opportunity also this morning. Let's see who is with us. I'll start with the Orca compliance calendar. I have null pros position number 1 this morning. Is anyone out here on the case of Joanne Slater? The attorney is Tanya Miller. That case has been null prossed. On the Orca status calendar, position 1, Christina Anderson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brenda Rothman here. Ms. Anderson is also on the line. We just received discovery in this case yesterday, so I'll need some time to review that.
Okay, it's my understanding that you've already filed motions in this matter, Ms. Rothman. Is that correct?
I have, and I'll just need to review all the discovery to figure out if we need to go forward on those motions.
Okay, I'm going to set you on a motions calendar in that regard. So the motions calendar will be January 17th. Does that meet with your schedule?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so if there are no, if you withdraw those motions, please let us know so that we can either put you on a plea calendar or put you on the next available jury trial calendar.
Great, will do. That concludes my business. May be excused.
Yes, have a good day. Good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Position number 2, Tori Anderson.
Good morning, Judge. That's my case. I have been looking at the discovery and I just sent Ms. Githia an email yesterday, trying to make sure we have everything. If we could hold to discuss, we'll report back. And Mr. Anderson should be over Zoom, or he should be over Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Anderson, are you with us this morning?
Yeah.
And Judge, I suppose if we could hold for his appearance, I do expect him to be here this morning.
Okay, I'll give you that opportunity. Is your microphone on there, or can you pull it down for me, Ms.
Yes, Judge, I apologize.
No problem. Position number 3, Chloe Baker. Chloe Baker, represented by Joseph Kassab.
Your Honor, I was in contact with Mr. Kassab. He's in another courtroom, but he was going to appear this morning to make an announcement.
Okay, I'll hold for his announcement. Thank you, Ms. Githia. Good morning.
You're welcome.
Position 4, Marcus Bell.
Judge, that's also my case. Is Mr. Bell here in court or over Zoom? Mr. Marcus Bell. Judge, if we could hold for his appearance, and I do see that Mr. Tori Anderson has joined the Zoom, but
Okay,
still hold
thank
on
you.
both positions.
I'll hold for Mr. Bell. Position 5, it's my understanding, is represented by Mr. Gaither, who has a leave of absence filed. Cardell Benford. Mr. Benford? Yes, good morning, Mr. Benford. Your attorney, Mr. Gaither, has a leave filed in this matter. As such, I am going to reset this to another status conference. That status conference will be on January 3rd, okay? You hear me, Mr. Benford? Speak up for me. Yes, he has a leave file, so as such, I'm going to reschedule this for January 3rd. You'll get notice for January 3rd, okay? All right, have a good day, sir. Position number 6, Juan Abowitz. Mr. Majeski also has a leave of absence filed. As such, I'll reset this for January 3rd also. Position number 7, Jamaica Carr.
Judge, that's also Mr. Gaither's case. I'm trying to get in touch with Mr. Haddad now to see if we have any notes from Mr. Gaither, but Mr. Horn and I don't currently.
Okay. Given that he has a leave, I'll reset it to January 3rd.
Thank you, Judge.
So can I leave?
Yes, is this Ms. Carr?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Carr.
Good
Yes,
morning.
you'll get notice for January 3rd, ma'am. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Position number 8, Guillermo Cerda.
Judge, that's also my case. Mr. Serda is present over Zoom. If we could hold to pre-try that case, I'll speak with Ms. Scipio and see if we can't work something out.
Okay, very good. Position number 9, Joseph Chambers. Joseph Chambers.
Say, oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I have a note that he's in Clayton County Jail.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Gutierrez. I will reset this case till January 3rd also on the status calendar. Position 10, Jordan Charles.
Judge, that's my case. I believe Mr. Charles is present over Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, Judge, he is present. Judge, we would request a bench trial for this case. We do have all discovery, I believe. So whatever the court's next available bench trial calendar is.
Is there an objection from the state to a bench trial on this matter?
Your Honor, this is a cruelty to animals charge, and we have no objection to that.
Okay, I have also, okay. So the next available bench trial calendar will be January 17th.
Will that be 9 a.m., Judge?
What time is that calendar? Is it 1:30?
1:30. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Mr. Charles, free to go?
Your Honor, I have one question. For that January 17th, I require to be present in the state of Georgia, or is this as well?
Yes, in the state of Georgia in this courtroom, Mr. Charles.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, so you'll get notice and we'll see you on January 17th. If you all work this out in some way before January 17th, I'm happy to do a plea over Zoom so that Mr. Charles doesn't have to make that trip. So I'd prefer that you work it out. And if you can't work it out and he makes the trip, let's make sure we're going forward with the bench trial and everybody's ready, okay?
Thank you, Judge. Will do.
All right. You're free to go, Mr. Charles. Have a good day.
Your Honor, you too.
Thank you. Position number 11, John Collier.
Good morning, Judge. That's going to be my case. Mr. Collier is here on the Zoom call. I'm going to announce pre-trial so I can speak to, I believe it's Ms. Githia, and I think I'll be able to have an announcement for that by the end of the call calendar, Judge.
Okay, very good. And this is your case, Ms. Githia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Am I free to leave? My name's been called.
No.
No, sir. If you'll wait until Miss Robertson Hoover has a chance to speak with you, okay?
Okay.
Position 12, Trey Ellerby.
Judge, that's my case. Is Mr. Ellerby present in person or over Zoom? Mr. Ellerby. Judge, if we could hold so I can try to raise him.
Okay, I'll give you that opportunity, Ms. Robertson Hoover. Position 13, you go Chukwa Azimi.
Good morning, Judge. That's going to be my case. I have submitted a mental health evaluation form to be signed by the court on September the 11th. I haven't received that order yet to give it to court services so that they can begin the evaluation. So, Judge, as soon as I can get that order for Mr. Azimi, I think the court services will be able to proceed to the next step for that mental health evaluation.
Do we have that in the file?
Your Honor, so that the file was handed to Mr. Jordan, so he's in receipt of that information.
Would you check with Mr. Jordan to see if he has it so that I can get it signed? Thank you. I'm gonna check. So anytime you need to follow up on something that I need to sign, Ms. Helen, if you'll just go ahead and do that so that I can get it signed as quickly as possible. I'll call Mr. Jordan, and we'll call Mr. Jordan this morning to see if he has it so that I can get that entered. As such, I'm going to reset this until the status calendar on January 3rd. Does that meet with your approval?
Understood, Judge, and thank you.
Position 14, Mr. Frederick. He has been, the public defender is looking into.
Yeah, Judge, I took an application for him. He is not gonna qualify for our services. He is coming back. I sent him up to Judge Lethbridge for his pain arraignment there, and he'll be back after.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Position 15, Christopher Hill.
Good morning, Judge. That's going to be my case. I believe Mr. Hill is present on the Zoom call. And Judge, that announcement is going to be a demand for a jury trial. I haven't received the body worn camera footage for that case yet. I apologize, Judge. My camera is doing something different, but we would like to have that as a jury trial demand, Judge.
Okay, is Mr. Hill with us? All right, I'll place this on the next available jury trial calendar, which should be in February.
And then also, Your Honor, the videos were sent to Ms. Helen on September 25th.
The videos from the September 25th axonevidence.com link did not include the body worn camera footage of the arresting officer.
You just told me to hurry.
I will check on that.
Okay, so if you'll follow up on that, Ms. Githia.
Yes.
Thank you. Position 16, William Hill.
Yes, Your Honor, George Agbe on behalf of Mr. Hill. He is present on the Zoom, Your Honor. I would announce a pretrial. I've been having constant conversation with the prosecutor in this case. I think that we're moving towards a resolution, and I just need to firm up some details and see if we can resolve it today.
Okay, very good. Who's the solicitor on this case?
I am, Your Honor.
And we'll have you meet with Ms. Githia in a breakout room after the call of the calendar, Mr. Agbe.
Thank you.
Position 17, Dedrick Holmes, also represented by Mr. Majeski, who has filed a leave. Mr. Holmes is also position number 18. These cases will be reset until the status calendar on January 3rd. Position 19, Parnell Hobson. That's also Mr. Gaither's case. Is Mr. Hobson with us?
Larry.
That will be a January 3rd.
Looks like the defendant in that case is currently at Orca Regional, and my understanding is that PD was going to request a reset.
Yes, I apologize, Judge. This is Mr. Haddad's case, actually. It accidentally says, Mr. Gaithers. And yes, that's correct. He is in Georgia Regional, and Mr. Haddad has tried to get an idea of when he would be released. However, because of HIPAA restraints, he really doesn't know when Mr. Hobson will be available. So we would ask for a date sometime in 2024.
Sometime when?
In 2024.
Okay, January 3rd status calendar work.
That's fine, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Position 20, Michael Insardi.
Judge, that's my case. Mr. Insardi is present over Zoom. If we could hold for pretrial and report back.
Okay, thank you. Position 21, Richard Jenkins, also represented by Mr. Gaither. Is Mr. Jenkins present?
Yes. Your Honor, Mr. Gaither asked to be further noticed the final plea calendar.
Okay. January 3rd, final plea calendar. What time is that calendar? Bolton.
1:30.
Okay. So we'll see you back on January 3rd at 1:30, Mr. Jenkins.
1:30 of the other, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what date was that again, Your Honor?
Jenkins.
The final plea calendar on January 3rd at 1:30.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Position 22, Brianna Lewis. Brianna Lewis, supposed to be for diversion update. Is Miss Lewis with us?
I had been communicating with her.
Did she complete the diversion program? Do you know, Ms.
She is still working on it.
Okay. Given that you've heard from her and she is actively working on this matter, I will also reset it to the status calendar on January 3rd.
Okay.
Position 23, LaDerek Lundy.
Yes, I'm here. How you doing, y'all?
I'm doing fine, Mr. Lundy. Let's see, is Ms. Rockwell with us?
She's supposed to be. She said she was on a leave, but she told me just make sure I was here on Zoom, and she was, let you know that she was on leave and could schedule it for later.
Okay. Do we have a leave of absence for Ms. Rockwell?
Confirm the dates. Confirm the dates. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. As such, we will reset the case until January 3rd status calendar. You'll get notice, Mr. Lundy. We appreciate you being here this morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Position 24, Curtis McCray.
That's my case, Judge. I believe he is on Zoom under the label iPhone. Mr. McCray, is that you? Maybe. I saw in the chat that it said Curtis McCray is present. Judge, he is currently in the We Are Living Proof Rehab Center. If we could hold to pre-try that, I believe that that's Mr. McCray, but he may not be able to hear us.
Okay, I'll give you the opportunity to get in touch with him, Ms. Rosen.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 25, Shalonze Mivens.
That's also my case, Judge. We just completed the diversion form for Ms. Mivens, and I submitted that to Ms. Githiea. If we could just get a status calendar to see the status of that program.
Okay, January 3rd status, does that work?
That's great, Judge. Thank you.
Is it Mr. Mivens? Is Mr. Mivens with us?
It's Miss Mivens.
Oh,
Mivens.
yes. Yes, Ms. Mivens, you're free to go this morning. We'll see you back on January 3rd.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, ma'am.
And you too. Bye-bye.
Position 26, Kayla Murray.
Good morning, Judge. That's going to be my case. Miss Murray, just to give an update, this is still a diversion update, Judge. We filled out the form. She's paid the $250 administrative fee. However, there is a final fee of a $100 payment for the anger management class that she needs to still pay, Judge. So we're just asking for that January reset date just to give her time to pay that $100 fee and take the class. Currently, she's a full-time student at Georgia State, so it was hard to make the $350 payment at once.
Okay, that's fine, Miss Helen. January 3rd status calendar.
Understood, Judge.
And is Miss Murray with us? Oh, yes. Good morning, Miss Murray. We'll see you back on January 3rd, okay? You're welcome. Have a good day, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 27, Kenosha Patterson.
Judge, that's my case. I have been in contact with Ms. Patterson. I'm not sure why she's not here. Ms. Patterson, are you online? Here? I don't know why she's not here, Judge. I'll try to get a hold of her.
Okay, I'll hold for your report, Mr. Fine. Position 28, Jamal Panther. Good morning, Mr. Panther. Are you represented by counsel?
Good morning, Tom Ford, Mr. Panther.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Ford. What are we going to do?
Probably pre-trial with the state would be in order. We may be able to reach a resolution, I would think.
Okay, very good. Whose case is this for the state?
Your Honor, I'll be in that case along with Mr. Birch.
Okay. So let me finish up with the call of the calendar. We'll give you the opportunity to speak with Ms. Falk.
Actually, let me clarify that. Ms. Githia is, as Mr. Ward is on Zoom, Ms. Githia will speak with him about the paper.
Okay, that's fine. We'll be with you, Mr. Ford. Thank you. You also.
Thank you. Thank you.
Position 29, Tiana Reese. Tiana Reese.
She was on Zoom.
I'll give her the opportunity.
I'm right here.
Oh, good morning, Ms. Reese.
Good morning.
Are you represented by counsel?
No, sir, I don't.
Would you like to make application for a public defender this morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you'll go ahead and put your information in the chat, I'll have Ms.
Yeah,
Helen.
I done so already.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We'll be with you, Ms. Reese.
Okay.
Position 30, Clark Russell.
Good morning, Attorney Rosenblum for Mr. Russell, and he is present on the Zoom.
Yes, good morning. Good morning, Mr.
Your Honor, as far as we can tell, written discovery is complete. We're having problems downloading the videos. We're going to try again today. At this time, we'll make an announcement of ready subject to further negotiation with the state and ask this be put on a jury trial calendar, and I'll be in touch with the state.
I'm getting feedback. If you have two devices on, if you will. Okay.
No, I'm just in my office. I mean, I'm in the hallway courtroom.
Do you anticipate filing any motions prior to trial?
No, this is a straight reasonable doubt issue. Once we see the videos, we'll be able to hammer down whether or not this is a triable case or not.
Okay, we'll reset it for the next available jury trial calendar, which should be in February.
Okay, and my office will be in touch with the solicitor's office regarding the video issue to try to get that resolved as soon as possible.
Whose case is this?
It's Ms. Gatheas.
It's mine, Your Honor. Sorry, I was on mute.
Okay, and do you have what Mr. Rosenblum is requesting?
I can resend the videos to him.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll try it again. If something happens, we'll figure out a different way to get them.
Okay.
All right. Do you have Ms. Githier's contact information? I take it that you did.
Oh, I harass her all the time.
Okay, very good. You all have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Position 31, Khadijah Saeed.
I just received an email from Mr. Johnson saying that he's in Henry, but he's heading to Fulton County.
Okay,
So we can just hold for his announcement.
okay, thank you, Ms. Githier.
You're welcome.
Position 32, Darian Sanders. Darian Sanders. I have an attorney. Lynn. Was there a last name for this attorney?
D. Lynn. One moment, Your Honor. It's Kyra Lynn for defendant favor.
Okay, let's see if we can get in touch with him this morning to see before I issue a bench warrant. Thank you. Position 33, Hannah Cisco.
Present, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Cisco. Let's see, are you represented by counsel?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for a public defender today?
If I can be honest with you, I'm not really sure how this works. I've never been in trouble with the courts before. I really would just like to come to a judgment so I can get back to my career.
Okay, Ms. Cisco, let me just advise you that in case 20 CR 003428Y, you've been charged with 2 counts of simple battery family violence. Each of these charges carries with it a maximum penalty of 1 year in jail and/or $1,000 fine. Okay, so that's the maximum penalty that you're facing because of these charges. I would suggest to you that you may need the representation of counsel so you can deal with these charges, but that will be up to you. We do have public defenders that are here today that can speak with you and can speak with a solicitor on your behalf if you qualify to help you resolve these charges. But that's totally up to you. If you don't want to apply for a public defender, I can put you in touch with the solicitor and they can give you what their recommendation to resolve the matter would be.
So I just need to put my name in the chat box for.
Your name and your contact information.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you would like to seek the assistance of a public defender today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll give you that opportunity. Thank you, Ms. Cisco. Position 34, Orella Soto.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Chancey. Is that the case that you're here on for me today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning. Thank you. It appears that this is Ms. Soto. Let's see, if you, Ms. Chancey would ask Ms. Soto if she's represented by counsel.
Señora Soto, ¿tiene un abogado que la represente?
No, no tengo abogado.
No, I don't have an attorney.
Would you like to make application for a public defender today?
Quisiera llenar una solicitud para obtener un abogado público hoy.
Sí, está bien.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, I'll give you that opportunity. Ms. Helen, and if you will have Ms. Chance and Ms. Soto put her contact information in the chat for us so that, well, we may have to do this by placing you all into a breakout room. Ms. Helen.
Yes, Judge, either one works. I can take a phone number. We can do a phone conference, or we can be broken into a breakout section.
Let's put you into a breakout room because we have Ms. Chancey here who's interpreting also. I think that would be the easiest way. I'd like for you to take Ms. Soto first. So if Ms. Chancey has to get to another courtroom, we can let her go if possible.
No, Your Honor, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Chancey. So let me get to the end of the calendar. Ms. Helen, if you would speak with Ms. Soto first for me.
Understood, Judge.
All right, very good. Let Ms. Soto know that we'll be with her, please.
Señora.
Sí, dígame.
Mira, nos van a poner en una habitación virtual con la abogada para llenar el formulario. A ver si le pueden dar un abogado.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Position 35, Amir Thomas. Amir Thomas.
I'm hearing no response statement for bench warrant file forfeiture.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Thomas does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 36, Jasmine Thompson.
Yes,
Yes, good morning.
good morning.
Are you represented by counsel?
Yes,
And who is that counsel?
it's supposed to be Watson Law.
It's Miss Watson Cafe, Your Honor, and then she also filed a notice of conflict yesterday.
Okay,
We
thank
just
you.
hold.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, so given that Miss Watson Cafe has filed a conflict letter, we'll reset the case till January 3rd status calendar.
They resetting it?
Yes, ma'am. Apparently, Miss Watson Cafe is not able to be with us this morning and has filed a conflict letter in the matter. She will be with you, but we will reset this case until January 3rd to give her the opportunity to be present. Okay.
Okay, January 3rd.
Yes, ma'am. You'll get notice.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Position 37, Rashawn Thornton.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Thornton. Are you represented by counsel? Can you hear me, Mr. Thornton?
Yes, I can hear you, but I can hear you now.
Okay. My question was, are you represented by counsel?
No, sir, I'm not.
Would you like to make an application for a public defender this morning?
Yes, sir. I put my phone number in that chat box.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sir?
Did you have something else you wanted to say?
No, sir.
Okay. So we'll have someone get with you, Mr. Thornton, if you just
Are
hang
they
on.
gonna,
Okay?
are they gonna call me, or do I need to stay on Zoom?
Yes, sir. Stay on Zoom until someone talks with you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Position number 38, David Wilson.
Your Honor, that's my case. He's on Zoom. Oh, there he is. Good. We received a good chunk of the discovery. However, we were missing all the written reports in this case. We have some video and about 40 pages worth of warrants, but we don't have, I assume that the officer's written a report of some sort. So fleeing eluded, I gotta believe they wrote something down.
Whose case is this?
I received it from Ms. Gutierrez, but I'm not sure.
That is correct. I will take a look at it and see.
Okay, thank you. And with that said, what's the request, Mr. Thorne?
At this point, we're gonna ask to be placed on another status calendar so we can assemble all the discovery. Then I'll know whether it's gonna be a plea or a trial.
Okay, January 3rd status, does that work for you?
That works.
Okay.
My apologies, Your Honor. What was it that Mr. Cohen said he needed? Did he say he was missing discovery? I'm sorry.
Anything that's written, Ms. Gutierrez, he said he doesn't have any written information.
I have a couple of videos and I have the warrants, which were on Odyssey, but I do not have the written reports from the officers.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, let's see, Mr. Kasab, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Let's see, you're here for position number 3. Ms. Baker, is there an announcement?
Yes, sir. She's completing a program through the prosecutor's office. Her orientation is for November 3rd, but she has already started the class. And we spoke a couple days ago. She's about halfway through as of a couple days ago. I don't know if she's any further, but she's on the call too.
Okay, so is this a diversion program?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so basically she just needs some more time. January 3rd status calendar, does that work for you?
Is it a Zoom calendar?
It can be, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so hopefully that'll give her enough time to complete what she needs to do. And what was it? Is it a if she completes it, it will be null process? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's planned. Sorry.
Okay, so we'll give her that opportunity. So we'll reset her for January 3rd status calendar.
Thank you, sir. May we be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
And I apologize, Judge. I don't want to interrupt you. Would it be possible for Ms. Chancey and myself and Ms. Soto to go into a breakout room?
Yes, it will, but let me just make sure that I've handled everyone.
Understood, Judge.
That completes my calendar. Is there anyone who arrived late or did not hear their name called?
Stand up, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on, Zoom
Yes,
call.
sir.
Okay, hold on. If you're on Zoom, hold on for a moment for me. Yes, sir. What's your name?
Christopher Hill.
Mr. Hill?
My name is Mr. Curtis McCray.
Mr. McCray, if you'll hold on for me, please.
Christopher Hill's position 15.
Yes. Mr. Hill, you're represented by Ms. Helen. Ms. Helen has announced that Ms. Helen, you with me?
I am, Judge.
Okay, and this is Christopher Hill, correct?
That's
Okay.
correct, Judge.
Yes, so Ms. Helen has announced a jury trial in your case. Mr. Hill, Ms. Helen will be in touch with you. She is still looking for some additional evidence for your case, but we're going to set you for the next available jury trial calendar, which possibly will be in February, okay? All right, do you have any questions for Ms. Helen? Otherwise, she'll be in touch with you. Okay, very good. You have a good day, sir.
And Judge, I just want to make sure Mr. Hill's information is updated with the court. Mr. Hill, if it's not, please stop by the clerk's office and update that information for me, please.
Where the clerk office at? Here.
It's upstairs, one floor.
J150.
J150.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
yes, sir.
Your Honor, that's the attorney for Miss Marilee Sanchez. It was an add-on for the court plea.
Okay, so we're gonna take that plea this morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
And there is a Miss Kamani Gill here in court. I tried to look her up in our case manager system. I cannot locate her. And she's not on any of our written calendars.
okay. We'll have her, Ms. Bolton, if you'll speak with her to see where she's supposed to be. Thank you, Ms. Bolton. Okay, anyone else in the courtroom with me?
Yes, Mr. McCray.
Okay, Mr. McCray, I'm gonna get to you. Hold on for me.
Still in the court.
All right.
In here.
Okay, so Mr. McCray, you're represented by Ms. Rosenhuber, and she's going to speak with you, and she's going to speak with the solicitor for your matter. So if you just hold on for us, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Okay, anybody else on the Zoom call who?
Yes, Jawan Bowens.
Bowens?
Correct.
Okay.
Represented by Issa.
Position 6.
Okay, yes, Mr. Bowens, your attorney, Mr. Majeski, has filed a conflict letter for today. As such, your case is being reset for January 3rd to give him the opportunity to appear, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You're free to go this morning. I'll see you back in the new year.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else on the Zoom call who did not hear?
Trey
Yeah.
Ellaby.
Mr. Ellerby?
Yes, he's
Yes, sir.
position 12, Judge.
Okay, so you're Ms. Rosenhuber's client, Mr. Ellerby. She'll be with you if you'll just hold on for me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anyone else on the Zoom call that did not hear their name? Okay, so with that said, what I'd like to do, Ms. Helen, is I will go ahead and place you into a breakout room with Ms. Chancey. And Ms. Chancey, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And I believe it was Ms. Soto, is that right?
I did it on there.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna just to say something about joining. Señora Soto, ve ahí un mensaje que dice, tiene un botoncito que dice join.
No,
Tiene que apretar, búsquelo, debe estar por la parte de arriba, en alguna de esas secciones.
I just sent the join notification. I think she just joined.
Okay, very good. Thank
She
you.
did? Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, so Ms. Githier, I think the first person that you will be speaking with on the calendar is position number 16, Mr. Agby, who represents Mr. Hill. So let's
Okay.
see. So Mr. Agby, we're gonna place you into a breakout room with Ms. Githier, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
And Mr. Ford, if you'll hold on for me, once Mr. Agby gets out of the breakout room with Ms. Githier, I'll place you into the breakout room with her next, okay?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Falk, whenever you're ready for me to take that plea.
Yes, Your Honor, I just need to speak to the lawyer.
Okay. So for everyone else that's waiting for, waiting to speak with their attorney, or waiting to qualify for the public defender, if you will just be patient with us this morning, we will get to everyone this morning. They can only handle one person at a time, so just hang on and we will be with you in time. And when you all have an announcement for the court, if you'll just sound off and let me know that you have an announcement, and I'll take those in turn. Okay. All right. So we'll be in recess until someone needs my attention. Is there an announcement, Mr. Abbey?
Yes, Your Honor. After speaking to the prosecutor, we are going to look into some more evidence in the case. I think that evidence would be positive to a resolution. So we're asking for this case to be reset onto another status hearing. We should definitely have an answer or resolution by that point.
Okay, and what other evidence are you looking for?
Your Honor, the actual arresting officer that arrested my client, we believe that there should be some type of dash cam or body cam that would be relevant to the case.
And is there any indication, Ms. Gutierrez, that there is dash cam?
There may be, Your Honor. There were 2 officers on the scene. We have the video for one, but not the arresting officer.
Okay, very good. So we'll reset this for a status calendar on January 3rd. Is that fine with you, Mr. Agby?
Your Honor, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. All right, so we'll see you and Mr. Hill back on January 3rd.
9 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Gutierrez, I think you're all free to go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your Honor, Tom Ford from is Ms. Gutierrez available for a quick pre-trial? I'm about to walk into court.
Yes, yes, Mr. Ford, you're next in line. I was just about to place to let you know that. So, Ms. Gutierrez, are you ready to go into a breakout with Mr. Ford?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you so
If
much.
we can take Mr. Ford and Ms. Gutierrez to a breakout, please.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Your Honor.
So just keep in mind, and you can be safe when you're regulating because they have recorded.
Okay.
What's happening here?
Got a message.
Okay.
I don't stay.
Thank you.
Attempted by the BM, but the B.
Get over here. Did he think I was?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Sanchez.
Morning, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand for me, ma'am? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Put your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor, we have entered a negotiated case on count 1, the reckless driving, 12-month probation, a $500 fine, ADET, DUI risk reduction, a victim impact letter to MAD, 60 hours of community service is to count 2, 12 months probation, done consecutive with count 1. That the time shall not be terminated, the probation time, which is 24 months probation. Mr. Manji presented me with, has his client has completed the DUI risk reduction, the victim impact letter, and the ADET. I have told him and his client to present that information to probation, which would satisfy the terms of.
Okay, thank you. Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. We just asked that you accept the plea as negotiated, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I did neglect to say we do ask defense stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea.
Yes, we'll stipulate.
Ms. Sanchez, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 0068114Y, you wish to plead guilty to reckless driving and improper lane change. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is anyone forced or coerced to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Sanchez. We should give you where you need to report to probation. I think that you all have gone through the new system that we have. I just ask that you report in the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes my business, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Thank you.
Let's grab a seat.
Okay, the court will be in recess until there are additional announcements.
Let me know whenever you're ready.
Your Honor,
Yes.
position 27 has joined the Zoom. Miss Patterson, Kenosha.
Thank you. Mr. Corn?
Yes, Your Honor.
It appears that Ms. Patterson has joined the Zoom. Do you need to speak with her?
I do. If I could have a breakout room with her, that would be great.
Okay. Ms. Patterson, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're gonna put you into a breakout room with Mr. Corn, your attorney, okay?
Okay.
So you need to find yourself a steady place so that you can talk with them, okay? And then we'll, you'll have something coming up that says join the breakout room, all right?
Okay.
All right, so if we can put Mr. Corn's laptop and Ms. Patterson into a breakout room, please.
It's been done.
Thank you. Do an announcement, Mr. Ford.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Council staff has spoken. We are going to put this down if you would be inclined for another status calendar. We've got a restitution amount we need to nail down, and I need to convey the state's offer to the client. But we do think we'll be resolving it, likely with a plea at the next status conference.
Okay. As such, I prefer to place you on a final plea calendar. So if you get, if it is a plea, then, and you get the paperwork in, then you all can do that over Zoom. If, you don't get the paperwork in prior to the calendar, you'll have to come into court with me. And if it's not going to be a plea at that time, I'll place it on the next available jury trial calendar after that, okay?
Understood, yes. That'll be good, Your Honor.
Okay, so the final plea calendar will be January 3rd at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is position number 28, Jamal Panter. Okay. Anything more this morning, Mr. Ford?
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you for your time.
All right, we'll see you back in January.
Likewise. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Let's see, I think the only other person that you need to speak with, Ms. Githiena, would be Ms. Helen in a breakout room, but she's in a breakout room at the present time. I don't know if does anyone else need to speak with any of the solicitors at this time?
Is Ms. Rosenhoover available, Your Honor? I do need to pre-try a case with her.
She's speaking with her clients, Ms. Githiena. I'll get her with you as soon as she's available.
Okay.
I don't think the gentleman with the address as his name has been addressed, the 3300 Allison Circle.
Oh, okay. Who is with me at the Allison Circle? Can you hear me, sir? If the person that's at the Allison Circle address can hear me, I need for you to nod your head.
He typed in chat saying he can.
Oh, okay. So we just can't hear him. What's your name? What's your name, sir? Can you put that into the chat for me? Mr. Eximi, you are represented by Ms. Helen, and your case has been reset to the January 3rd status calendar. Did you hear that? Okay, so Ms. Helen will be in touch with you. If you'll go ahead and put your contact information into the chat for me, I'll make sure that she gets it so that I can make sure that that she has your correct information, okay? Okay, and once you do that, Mr. Examen, then you're free to go. Thank you, sir. Say it again. I'm sorry, what's your name? Oh, yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Panter. Yes, Mr. Ford is requesting additional information, so your case is going to be reset until January 3rd at 1:30, okay? All right, we appreciate you being here this morning. You have a good day.
Your Honor, if I may. We have the compliance calendar. Miss Foster is here in person. You want to address that, the case, and we know about one of the compliance, you know. She's here.
Ms. Slater? Yes, Ms. Slater, your case was not across, it was dismissed. We're happy to give you a copy of that dismissal if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give you a copy of that, and then you're free to go, okay? All right.
Thank you.
Let's see, could I have you get in touch with, see if you can get in touch with the attorney in position 32? And do you have the afternoon calendars for me?
I actually do not have them on me at this moment, but I can see if one of my great counterparts can run upstairs and get it.
Okay, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Mr. Corner, is there an announcement on Ms. Patterson, or do you need to speak with the solicitor?
No, Judge, I think, we have to do some, research. Ms. Patterson lives in Bainbridge now, and I'm trying to confirm, I need to talk to Ms. Githea, out of court, so I'd like to, continue, there's further notices to another, status calendar if we can.
Okay.
I have some renegotiating to do.
Is that something we can't do today?
I need some more information.
Okay, can you tell the court what information you need so that I make sure that Ms. Githea has the
It
information?
has to do with the Department of Driver Services. It's not from her. We're getting it. Department of Driver Services and the status of Ms. Patterson's driver's license.
Okay. Let's see. So as opposed to another status calendar, I like to put you on a final plea calendar. So if there's a plea, then we'll go ahead. If there's not, then the next step will be a jury trial calendar. So that will be the final plea calendar on January 3rd at 1:30. Okay, is Ms. Patterson free to go?
See, as far as I'm concerned, yes.
Okay, Ms. Patterson, your case is being reset to January 3rd at 1:30. So, Mr. Corner will be in touch with you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
And Mr. Corn, there are also a number of people that are seeking a public defender. I don't know if you can help Miss Helen with that. She is.
I'll see where she is, Judge. I'll see if I can.
Okay, I have positions number 29, 33, and 37.
29, 33, and 37?
29, 33, 37. She's handling position 34 with the interpreter. Right now, so.
I'll ask her.
Okay, thank you.
See where she is.
If you don't, I just need to clarify the conditions for Ms. Sanchez, please.
Say it again.
I need to clarify the conditions for Ms. Sanchez,
Okay.
if I may, counsel.
Absolutely.
I just need to clarify the conditions so I can finish the paperwork.
Sure, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
So, you can come forward. So we have a risk rejection, you are risk rejection, a MAD and VIP? Or MAD VIP?
MAD VIP.
It's called, okay, yeah, like for purposes of the special conditions. It's just MAD and you can put VIP,
Yes.
okay. I just want to clarify, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm almost done.
That's okay, then that's an initial cost. But he's initial cost.
Yeah, because I did a set aside, things on a set aside yesterday, I sent it to the yeah. Okay,
I mean, I
Oh,
was
okay.
ready at the calendar and I saw that was, I just wanted to ask that.
So I did a special side, so you feel how it is?
I think he has other stuff on him. He's not no on. He has some other stuff.
Oh, so it's not just arts. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that's- I got
The judge is going to be in calendar. I apologize, Judge. I hope I'm not interrupting. We are prepared on Ms. Soto whenever the court's ready.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Helen.
Yes, Judge, I believe Ms. Soto, Janet Soto is position 34 on the status calendar, Judge. I am asking for this be set to the final plea calendar or the next available. I'm sorry, Miss Chancey has to interpret. I'm sorry.
She's not on the, Señora Soto?
She may have a hard time coming back in, Judge.
No, she had her phone with low battery, Your Honor, so she won't be on the screen.
Okay, so, what's your request, Ms. Helen?
A judge for this to be reset to the next available final plea calendar. If Ms. Githia could send me the current plea offer or put it on the record now.
Okay, so, Ms. Soto qualifies for the services of the public defender?
She does indeed, Judge, and I will be her public defender on this case.
Okay, Ms. Githia, if you would place the offer on the record, please, for position 34, Ms. Ariella Soto.
Yes, Your Honor. It is 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for time served 2 days, balance probated, a family violence intervention program, 60 hours of community service, and no further violent contact with the victim.
Understood, Judge.
Okay, so we will reset this to the final plea calendar on January 3rd at 1:30.
Understood, Judge.
Okay, do we need Ms. Chancey anymore for this morning?
No, Judge, Ms. Chancey's correct. Miss Janeth's phone did die in the interim. So I will do my best to get Miss Chancey and myself to get that date to her, January 3rd. And
Can I put my phone number on the chat, Miss?
Sure.
Madam Attorney, yeah. One moment, please. Caprice, right? Okay.
Mhm.
I sent it already.
Okay.
Did you receive it, Madam Attorney?
I did, Judge, and Miss Chancey's excused. I don't think we have any other translation cases, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank you, Ms. Chancey. Appreciate
You're
your.
welcome. You're welcome, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You
Thank
do the
you.
same. Thank you. Ms. Helen, I think that you also
I've got
wanted
a-
to speak with Ms. Githia in reference to position number 11.
I've
John,
got a couple. There's 3 who are still waiting to be qualified, and then I did have one pre-trial for Mr. Collier.
okay, I've asked Mr. Corn to see if he can help you out
Great.
on those others. I have position 29, 33, and 37 that need to be qualified. So if he can help you with those, the court would appreciate it.
Understood, Judge.
And it's also my understanding that you asked for a pretrial on position number 11, John Collier with Miss Githia. Is that right?
Correct, Judge. I think it would be easiest for me to do the pre-trial and then get that case, and then I can qualify the 3 other people right after.
Okay, that would be my suggestion as well. So we'll put Miss Githia and Miss Helen into a breakout room. And Mr. Corn, if you can work on those other people in the interim, please.
Thank you, Judge.
I'll be happy to help, Judge.
Thank you.
Whenever the court's ready, did you need?
Yeah, well, first.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
You can do not before we after.
I can't hear.
He wants to do trial now.
Okay.
I don't think, have y'all talked to the Don? Well, I know you haven't personally, but so I don't think there are any videos. I think it's just not.
If she needs the original. You can just.
But thank you. Judge, I apologize. I'm ready for some announcements when you are.
Okay, you want me to take, tell her my desktop is not hooked up. You want me to take that? Yeah, so I need the original. I will bring them, but that's his, but they're gonna wait a second. Okay. So yeah, don't give me the original. Thank you.
Okay, yes, Ms. Rosenhoover.
Thank you, Judge. Starting with position number 2, Mr. Torrey Anderson. We do have all of the discovery, and we'll announce jury trial or request a jury trial.
Okay, is Mr. Anderson on with us?
Yes, he is, Judge.
We will notice that case to the next available jury trial calendar, which should be in February. Mr. Anderson, you're free to go for today. You'll get notice of that at that jury trial calendar first of the year, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you have a good day, sir.
The next announcement, Judge, position number 8, Mr. Guillermo Cerda. We will also be requesting a jury trial in that case.
Okay. Mr. Cerda, are you on with us?
He is, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, so you will also be further notice to the next available jury trial calendar, which should be in February. So we'll see you back first of the year, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Ms. Rosenhoover, what about position number 4?
I have not heard from Mr. Bell, Judge. We would just ask him to hold until the end of until the end of court.
Okay.
And if he doesn't appear, Your Honor, the state does request a bench warrant.
Okay.
For position number 12, Mr. Trey Ellerby, he is also present over Zoom. Judge, we are still trying to work on that case. We did get discovery last week, but we'd like a little bit more time to discuss. If we could please have the final plea calendar on January 3rd, I think that should give us enough time to decide.
Final plea, January 3rd at 1:30. Mr. Ellerby, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll see you back on January 3rd at 1:30, Mr. Ellerby.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
My next position, Judge, is position number 20, Mr. Michael Insardi, who is also on Zoom. And that's going to be the same announcement. If we could just have a little bit more time to keep discussing, I believe the January 3rd final plea calendar should be sufficient.
Position, sorry.
That's position number 20. January 3rd, final plea calendar at 1:30. Mr. Insardi, you are free to go this morning. You have a good day, sir.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
And finally, Judge, position number 24, Mr. Curtis McCray. He's the individual who is currently in rehab. If we could please have the January 3rd final plea calendar.
Okay, Mr. McCray, January 3rd, final plea at 1:30.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, you have a good day, sir.
All right, you too. All right, bye.
Any others, Ms. Rosenhoover?
No, Judge, I'll continue to try to get in touch with Mr. Bell, but I believe that is my only other position on the calendar.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Johnson, good morning. You're here for position number 31, Khadijah Saeed.
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
Yes, what are we gonna do with Ms. Saeed this morning?
Your Honor, I have received some of the discovery. I do believe there may still be an outstanding video that we have to receive, so we would ask the matter be placed on the January 3rd final plea calendar for the receipt of that discovery and further discussions with the state.
Okay, whose case is this?
That is mine, Your Honor. And the videos were sent October 26th. Did you receive those videos?
I received a video. One of them would not play, so I would try to retrieve that information from you.
Okay.
All right, and do you have Ms. Githyea's contact information, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, I do. We've had a few contacts over email, Your Honor. So yes, I do have her contact information.
Okay, very good. I just want to make sure that you can quickly get what you need so that we'll be ready to move forward if possible on January 3rd, okay?
Yes, and that's January 3rd at 1:30, Your Honor.
Yes, January 3rd, final plea at 1:30.
Yes, and Ms. Saeed is on the Zoom platform, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Saeed. Thank you all for appearing today. You all are free to go.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, we will be in recess until I have additional announcements. Let's see.
Give me a name again.
Yes, Mr. Frederick. Yeah, can you come up to the podium for me, sir? This is position number 14, Lenny Frederick. Mr. Frederick, it's my understanding that you don't qualify for a public defender. I know that you were upstairs. Do you have an attorney that's representing you in the, I take it it's a felony matter?
I don't, I'll be retaining one this week.
Okay, and would you like to retain time to retain an attorney for this case?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. So if you can go ahead and get that done, I'm gonna reset you until January 3rd.
Okay.
Another status calendar. That should give you enough time.
Yes, sir.
to,
That's
hire
perfect.
an attorney. If you come back and you haven't hired an attorney, at that point, I'll have you speak with the solicitors to see if you can resolve the matter pro se if you choose to do so. But
Yes, sir.
I'm happy to give you the opportunity to get a lawyer, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so you will get a reset notice. It will be for January 3rd, status calendar at 9 o'clock, okay?
Thank you.
Questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you as well.
Okay, court will be in recess until the public defenders are ready to proceed.
Okay, so,
Mr. Glanville.
I'm sorry, man, I have an announcement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is Miss James on the line with us?
I can hail her in a second if you want.
Would you do that? Would you ask if she can come down to G33 for me?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll do that right now.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, Miss Bolton.
Yes, so we have, I believe Mr. Boyd is going to come on for the defendant Sanders, Zoom link was sent. Ms. Felicia sent a Zoom link to council,
Okay, thank
make an
you.
announcement.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put the disposition in, but I'm gonna need Essence to scan it in.
You want me to go upstairs?
Yeah, I'll call you when I'm done.
I got you.
So just give me 5 minutes, so I can just put it in the disposition. Thank you.
Hello, can I be heard? Their judge's staff logged on. This is Attorney Lynn.
Okay, give me just a moment, ma'am. I'll be with you.
Okay, thank you. My phone may hang up. That's why I'm trying to quickly address the court, but I'll try to hang on.
Okay, what's your name?
Yes, good morning, Judge. This is Kyra Lynn.
Miss Lynn?
I'm here for defendant.
You-
I'm sorry,
Yes,
Judge.
you're here for Darian Sanders.
That's correct,
Okay,
Your Honor.
and this is our Orca status conference calendar today. I just need to know where we are with Mr. Sanders and what we're doing with him.
Yes, Judge. I was just recently retained within the week. It's my understanding that Mr. Sanders has not been arraigned. So we did file a waiver of arraignment. And so we would like to waive former arraignment, enter into a plea of not guilty, and reserve 10 days to file particularized motions upon receipt of discovery. And I do not have discovery at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, whose case is this for the state?
It's mine, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have Ms. Githier's contact information?
I see,
I
I
do
see her
not.
email address, so I can email you. I see your email address on here now, so I'll email you.
Yes,
Okay.
that would be excellent.
So I'm gonna place this on a status calendar on January 3rd. I'll need you to get everything that you need by that time, so that we can move the case forward. The case will remain here in the Orca division from this point on.
Thank you, Your Honor. And what time will that be on the 3rd?
9 a.m.
Okay, thank you, Judge. That does
Okay.
conclude my business. May I be excused?
Yes, we'll see you on first of the year.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Have a
have a
great
good-
day.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Good afternoon, Judge. I do have some announcements if the court's ready.
Give me a moment, Ms. Helen, please.
Understood, Judge.
Miss Rosenhoover, there's a Marcus Bell on the Zoom. Just let you know.
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, Ms. Helen, I'm sorry, I'm ready. Ms. Helen, are you with me?
Judge, while we wait on Ms. Helen, I have a really quick announcement.
Okay.
Position number 4, Mr. Marcus Bell, he is present over Zoom. I'm not sure if he's able to hear anything. He's at work right now and didn't receive notice. But can you hear me, Mr. Bell?
He said he could hear.
Okay, great. Judge, we would request the January 3rd final plea calendar so we can continue to discuss the case. That should be sufficient time.
Okay, January 3rd, final plea, position 4, Marcus Bell at 1:30. Okay, and if it will be a plea and you have your paperwork done, Ms. Rosenhoover, then I'm happy to take it over Zoom. If you don't have the paperwork complete, Mr. Bell will have to come into the court for us.
Sounds good, Judge. Understood.
All right, Mr. Bell, thank you for being here this morning. We'll see you back first of the year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, number 33, Hannah Cisco is one of those that I interviewed. She does qualify, so we will be representing her. It'll be my case. And I would ask the court place this on the January 3rd.
Status?
Status would be fine.
Okay, status at 9 a.m. Position 33, Ms. Hannah Cisco, January 3rd, status at 9 a.m. Ms. Cisco, we will see you back first of the year, okay? You'll get notice.
Yes, Your Honor. Is it going to be a Zoom meeting or do I need to appear physically in the court?
You can appear over Zoom on that day as you did today. Hopefully you'll be in touch with Mr. Corn between now and then for you all to discuss the case, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're free to go. Have a good day.
You
Mr.
as
Bell,
well.
Mr. Bell, you're also free to go if you choose to.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other announcements?
Yes, Judge. Position number 11 will be a plea, a non-negotiated plea today whenever the court is ready to handle position 11. And also I've reached out to, I apologize, positions 29 as well as position 37, and they're not answering. So Ms. Reese and Mr. Rashawn Thornton, if you could answer your phone calls for the public defender's office.
I'm trying to. I can't get nobody on the phone.
Okay, Mr. Thornton, let's see. Can you come on camera for me, sir?
Yes, sir. Right here. It's got me blocked out. The camera got me blocked out.
Okay, so Miss Helen, have you been trying the number that he gave you?
Yes, Judge, that number would be the one in the chat. It's going straight to voicemail as
I
well
have
as Ms.
another.
Reese.
I have another number.
Okay, you want to give it to Miss Helen so she can get in touch with you? You can put it in the chat if you like.
Yes, I can do it right now.
All right, go ahead and do that. Miss Helen, do you have the paperwork prepared for Mr. Collier?
Judge, I'll prepare and you want me to scan and I can email it to, is that Ms. Bolton?
Yes.
I can do that. I can prepare that and email that.
Okay, so you'll get the number for Mr. Thornton. And let's see, the other one was position
Ms.
number
Reese?
29.
Yes, I'm right here.
Yes, Ms. Reese.
Yes.
Miss Helen's also trying to call you, Miss Reese. Do you have a number that?
It's a 706 number.
Honey, can I get the
And I
Android?
Is that the number that you're on for the Zoom call, Miss Reese?
Yes, sir, it is. I've been trying to call them, but they haven't been answering the phone as well.
Oh.
And I haven't received no call because I have been waiting for a call for them.
Oh, Ms. Reese, I apologize, Judge. Don't want to interrupt you. Ms. Reese and Mr. Thornton, I will be calling. So
Okay.
answer the phone for a 470 number in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. So we'll wait for that, and I'll wait to get the paperwork in for the plea.
Mr. Thornton, in the meantime, can you mute yourself, please?
Yes, sir.
And then I think that will take care of everyone for this morning. Okay, so we'll be in recess until Miss Helen is ready.
Your Honor.
And Judge, I am prepared to take that plea whenever the court's ready. I also had 2 announcements on the last 2 cases if the court's ready.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Helen. Let's go ahead and take those announcements first.
Yes, Judge, position 29, Ms. Reese does qualify for her services. I will be entering my appearance. I just asked that this be reset to the next calendar date.
Okay, the January 3rd status at 9 a.m.
Understood, Judge?
So you've got all the contact information you need from Ms. Reese?
I do, Judge.
She's free to go?
That is correct, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Reese. She's on Zoom, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day, ma'am.
Okay, you too.
Thank you.
My next announcement is position 37 on the status calendar. Mr. Thornton, Rashawn Thornton does qualify for her services. I will also be entering in my appearance, Judge. We just asked for that January 3rd reset date at 9 a.m.
Okay, January 3rd status at 9 a.m. for position 37, Rashawn Thornton. Do you have everything you need from Mr. Thornton today? Mr.
I do, Judge. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Thornton. We'll see you back on first of the year, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
And the final position, Judge, is position number 11, Mr. John Collier. He's present on Zoom, or at least that's the, yes, he's present right here on Zoom.
Okay.
I have sent the plea paperwork. We're asking for a non-negotiated plea today, Judge.
Okay, I have the plea paperwork. Let's see, Mr. Collier. If you can unmute yourself for me, sir.
Yes.
If you can raise your right hand. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Collier. Ms. Helen, what were the terms that were non-negotiated?
Judge, the terms that were non-negotiated is we're asking this court if Mr. Collier could serve this sentence on probation under first offenders. I do believe he qualifies, but I just wanted to ask the court to make sure he does. And then the second ask is that after he completes the conditions, if the probation can go non-reporting or terminate, depending on what the court is willing to agree to.
So who's handling this for the state?
I am, Your Honor.
So you object to the first offender, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, Your Honor.
And why is that? Is he?
Well, the reason for that, Your Honor, in this situation, when Mr. Mr. Collier went to Miss Burke's home to visit their children, he grabbed her by the neck. He grabbed her by the throat, stated, "So you think you're going to leave me?" Repeatedly punched her. He knocked her to the ground. And when she was on the ground, he repeatedly punched her. She had a bloody nose. She had a swollen wrist. Her part of her braids were pulled out of her head. And the children were also present in this. It was repeatedly hitting her, repeatedly. Even when he knocked her to the ground, he repeatedly hit her. In order for him, if he gets a first offender, that means that he basically gets another bite at the apple if something was to happen like this again.
Okay. And do you have his history for me, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, Your Honor. He had a 2014 theft by shoplifting and a 2016 theft by shoplifting. Looked like they were time restricted out.
Okay. And have you spoken with Ms. Jacqueline Burks?
Yes, we have.
And is she going to be with us today? Do you know?
No, she was not going to appear.
All right. And I have no further violent contact. Did the state agree to no further violent contact?
We agreed to no further violent contact.
And when you contacted Ms. Burks, what did she inform you on?
I'm putting it up right now, Your Honor.
Okay.
She did tell us that she and Mr. Collier had worked things out. She stated that they had worked things out, Your Honor.
And do you have the date that that your office spoke with her, Ms. Githia? I
that
know this happened back in 2020.
Right. That date, I'm sorry, was August 30th, 2023, when she had told us that they had worked everything out.
And how many children do they have together? Do you know?
Two.
No, yeah, 3.
Yep, 3? Okay. There were two of her children were there on the date of the incident, and then one of your children were there.
Yeah, we had spent the night, didn't I?
Mr. Collier, let me talk for you, okay? Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Githia, can you give me the other request of the state for plea?
That was the contention point, Your Honor, was the first offender in this situation. Also, just given the gravity of this, again, she had her lip was bleeding, it was swollen, her wrist was swollen, her hair was pulled out. So that was the one reason why we are objecting to the first offender. The other terms that Ms. Helen had requested, none of those were objected to.
Okay, would you put those on the record for me, Ms. Githia?
The offer that the state gave was 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, balance probated, the Family Violence Intervention Program, a $300 fine or 40 hours of community service, no further violent contact with Ms. Burks, and 1 parenting class.
Okay, and the parenting class, I don't have a parenting class on the sheet. Were you aware of that, Ms. Helen?
Yes, Judge, I apologize. I may have forgotten the parenting class. If the 1 parenting class could be written on there, I do agree.
Okay. Anything further, Ms. Githia?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Helen?
Yes, Judge, I do hear the state's position on the first offenders. There currently is no further violent contact, and Mr. Collier has abided by that since this allegation occurred 2020, so the last 3 years. They have 3 children together. I believe it's 2 girls and maybe an additional younger 7-month-old that they just had, Judge. And that contact from Ms. Burks was from this year. So I asked that the court allow Mr. Collier to use his first offenders. He doesn't have any similar charges in his history whatsoever alleging violence. I do believe that this case is going to be the last time Mr. Collier has any interaction with the Fulton County court system, especially alleging violence. Judge, we ask that this court allow Mr. Collier to use his first offender's probation to adhere to the no further violent contact aspect, which he's done for the last 3 years. And we also ask the court to accept this plea as negotiated with the other terms, Judge.
Ms. Githia, do you have, or can you pull up the, I take it that he's out on bond. You're on mute, Ms. Githia, if you're speaking. I'm not sure.
Sorry about that. Yes, per the bond order, he was to have no further contact with Jaquelia Burks, to stay away from the location, and no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and 8 weeks of anger management.
Okay. And who do you have the signature on the bond?
I do, Your Honor. That looks like your signature on May 5th, 2021.
Okay. Did he do the 8 weeks of anger management?
Yes, Judge, he already advised me that he did do the anger management classes.
I do not show a record of that.
Okay, I wanted to know what the bond was, and it's interesting that I issued it. My problem is that if the bond was not modified, then he has violated his bond by having contact when I ordered him not to have any further contact. The proper way to do that, if he was going to have contact, would have been to modify that bond. Um, uh, Especially given the allegation of what he did. 8 weeks of anger management, that would be more than what's been ordered in the recent future. And if he since that time, I normally order 1 week of anger management, so I must have had a reason for ordering 8 weeks of anger management. And I would imagine that if he had done the anger management, that I should have a record of that. So it would be my estimation that he has violated that bond conditions on 2 counts by not doing what I ordered him to do as far as the anger management, and by having contact when I ordered him not to have contact. That concerns me, Ms. Helen. So I'm willing to let him go ahead and take the plea, but I'm not so inclined because of that to afford him the opportunity to use the first offender. I will have it go non-reporting upon completion of the terms, though. So if he wants to enter into the guilty plea with those stipulations, I'm happy to take it.
Mr. Collier, bring your phone back up to your face.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you agree with what the judge has stated for your case? He's not going to let you use first offenders, but he will allow you to plead guilty, accept this plea on probation. Do you?
Yes.
I apologize, Mr. Collier, I may have cut you off. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do you also understand that if you want to change the current bond order, that Ms. Burks is going to have to contact the DA's office or the solicitor's office, excuse me, and have that order modified?
Well, that doesn't make any difference at this point, Ms. Helen, because he's taken a plea, right?
Understood, Judge.
And as far as the negotiations between yourself and the state, it's no further violent contact. I was just concerned because up to this point, there should have been no further contact. And that concerns me if someone's going to violate my order and come here to court and basically just tell me that they violated the order by presenting what you presented this morning. So that's of concern and of note to the court.
Understood, Judge. But I believe Mr. Collier is accepting that plea this morning.
Okay.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting.
Oh, yes. I'm going to see you this afternoon, Ms. Paul. Will I see you this? Okay. All right. We'll see you then. Okay. If nothing further, did I already swear Mr. Collier? I'm not sure.
No, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Collier, can you raise your right hand for me?
Can you see me?
Yeah. Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Mr. Collier, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 002196C, you wish to plead guilty to battery, family violence, and cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept your plea, Mr. Collier. The sentence would be 12 months to serve 3 days, credit for time served 3 days, balance probated, 40 hours of community service, a family violence intervention program, a parenting class, no further violent contact with Ms. Burks, Once you complete the terms of the probation, it will go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner that you don't have to report to probation, and the sooner that you don't have to pay those fees. Ms. Gibney, did I include everything that was requested by the state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything further, Ms. Helen?
Nothing from the defense. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, we'll have to get him where he needs to go to probation. Mr. Collier, once you receive that information, I request that you make contact with probation in the next 2 weeks, okay?
Okay, you said something about anger management class. What, do I have to retake that?
You have to do a family violence intervention program. So, Mr. Collier. Okay, so that is that's about a 6-month course that you will have to complete as a result of the terms of your probation. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, I believe that concludes the 9 o'clock calendar. When Ms. Bolton is ready, we can go over the calendar if you all would like to.
All right. Can everyone hear me? Okay.
Talk up just a little bit louder, Ms. Bolton.
Sorry, use my cheerleading voice. Okay, so we have the compliance calendar. That was no cost. Orca status, position 1, reset motion, January 17th, 2024. Position 2, jury trial demand. Position 3, reset status, January 3rd. Position 4, reset final plea, January 3rd. Position 5, reset status, January 3rd. Position 6, reset status, January 3rd. Position 7, reset status, January 3rd. Position 8, jury trial demand. Position 9, reset status, January 3rd. Position 10, bench trial, reset, January 17th. Position 11 was a plea. Position 12, reset, final plea, January 3rd. Position 13, reset, further notice. Position 14, reset status, January 3rd. Position 15, jury trial demand. Position 16, reset status, January 3rd. Position 17 and 18 are reset status, January 3rd. Position 19, reset status, January 3rd. Position 20, reset final plea, January 3rd. Position 21, reset final plea, January 3rd. Position 22, reset status, January 3rd. Position 23, reset status, January 3rd. Position 24, reset final plea, January 3rd. Position 25, reset status, January 3rd. Position 26, reset status for diversion update, January 3rd. Position 27, reset final plea, January 3rd. Position 28, reset final plea, January 3rd. Position 29, reset status, January 3rd. Position 30, jury trial demand. Position 31, reset final plea, January 3rd. Position 32, reset status, January 3rd. Position 33, reset status, January 3rd. Position 34, reset final plea, January 3rd. Position 35 was a bench warrant. Position 36, reset status, January 3rd. Position 37, reset status, January 3rd. And position 38, reset status January 3rd. Any questions, concerns, or corrections?
Okay, I'll see you all at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Good lunch.